What's up, people? Dubsy Rules right here. You guys, this is the second review. I just watched my very first movie review, which was against The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and sadly the graphics were shit. So I've changed the graphics around, and this is going to be my second review. I promise you this very, very perfectly. It is against the Welsh, which they do Dirty Sanchez, against USA, United States of America, doing their one of the most biggest, famous stuntmen in the world, Jackass. And this is memory of the one and only Ryan Dunn. He died, I think it was about 2 years now, or 1 year now. He died by a car crash. People say that he died by drinking driving. I don't think so. And he died in the impact. And it's a very, very devastating loss. And I literally, to me, after that death, I do not think that Jackass will be making another movie, another series, or a DVD special. I think Jackass is done. Same thing as Dirty Sanchez. Anyway, let's get on with the review. Let's start off with Dirty Sanchez. Dirty Sanchez did a heckload of series. They did 4 series. That's it, 4 series. That was pretty big. And a heckload of episodes. The first series was called Front End and Rear End. The other one is in my camera, can't be bothered grabbing it. But there's the first disc of it all. Absolutely a fantastic series. It made me laugh so much. It was funny. If you guys didn't know about Dirty Sanchez, please look it on YouTube or any other website. There's 4 people in the whole place. You have Pritchard, who's called Mr. 50-50. You have Dayton, who is the devil worshipper. You have Dan Joyce, who is a complete and utter idiot and pukes everything. He eats pubes, he eats fingers, he eats spunk. And then you have the little short last little bastard called Pancho, who gets bullied by all 3 of them, gets pranked whilst he's asleep, and plus the most funniest thing they ever did Robocock. Got a bunch of dildos, and literally duct taped it and glued them all around his hand, and he was like poking people with dildos in his hands that he couldn't even get off. He taped all his fingers on the dildos. They taped his mouth so he couldn't even unravel himself. It was so funny. The second series they did was called Jobs for the Boyos. Absolutely very cool, very unique. I have never ever seen a series like with these people or any other series of people who are stars on TV shows, filming them doing work. Sadly, it did not work for them lots. They were messing around on all of them. They did building, they did hairdressing, they did the army, they did mixed martial arts, they did cowboys, fireman, and I think that was it. Was it? Yeah, that was all of them. Literally, it was very funny, and the best thing about them was when Dan Joyce swallowed a key that was resembled to Pancho when he had a D-lock on his neck, and they could not get it off, and he had to wait for Dan Joyce to shit it out so he can unlock the D-lock. It was funny as hell. Then the third series was pretty cool. It was called The European Invasion. To just get them out. It was the series for the tour. They did a tour after they did the second series, so they filmed it. They went all around Europe. They did Sweden, Germany, the Czech Republic, Greece, Italy, and Spain. And literally, the worst place they ever went was Germany. They went to a gay bar, and every single person who was gay in there wanted to kill all four of them. Because one of them said to them, "What you did was gay, but your cockstrap was alright." And Pritchard said, "Are you alright or what?" But their best country they ever went was the Czech Republic, because they were performing against a bunch of Welsh, and they did the most funniest thing they ever did. One of the most funniest pranks ever. A wedding proposal marriage with Pritchard and Pancho. They didn't know this was a fix. Daniel Joyce actually registered himself as a fully pledged priest. They showed him a card saying Reverend Dan, and literally was an official priest. So they actually did get legally married. And that this series, it was random. Pritchard was actually full on married, and Pancho was actually proposable to another woman. And they had to wait for a few months to get a divorce too, so they can get remarried. So it was absolutely funny. And then the fourth one was Series 4, which was called Behind the Seven Sins. If you guys didn't know this, this was behind the scenes for the movie, which we're going to be reviewing right in a minute. The movie was based on England and Wales for sloth. This is 7 deadly sins, so it's all 7 sins. Sloth, anger, lust, envy, pride, gluttony, and greed. England and Wales was sloth, Russia was anger, Bangkok was lust, PP Island was envy, Japan was pride, which was my favourite country of all the world, gluttony was Mexico, and greed was the Dominican Republic. So that takes us to the movie. And oh my god, it was a great movie. I loved it. It only got 4 stars. I give it 5 because it was so good. And the funny thing at the bottom, it says, makes Jackass look like the Teletubbies. How much of envy and laughter is that? They say that this is 10 times as better as Jackass, which I actually do agree. Better stunts, but Jackass do public pranks better. Literally, in this one was so funny. Let me see. He actually ate Dan Joyce in this movie. Just to tell you that not a lot of spoilers in this one. Dan Joyce actually ate Pancho's blood fat when he got liposuction. Pancho just kept on getting bullied and kept on getting his head shaved and made him look like different people. Dayton, let me try and remember what he did. That was absolutely funny as hell. He went to Bangkok. He went to a stripper club. Did not know it was a ladyboy club. He kissed the ladyboy without him noticing with tongues and got a semi-argle and got an hard-on. And then he got revealed that he was kissing a man and had a hard-on from a man and got pranked by his best mate, Pritchard, saying that he knew everything. But the worst person who did this movie and was the best was the man himself, Pritchard. In Japan, he got his finger cut off. Not the whole thing, but there. All of it was gone. He almost saw his... Literally, I had a little tiny glimpse and I saw a part of his bone. Not all of it, but a tiny piece. And after it, Dan Joyce ate it. Absolutely disgusting. Overall, it's a fantastic movie. I loved it. I never puked at all in this movie. You guys should go in the shops or easily... It's hard to find this movie because it's very rare. But overall, if you do find it, it's mostly easy to find on the PSP aisle. You know, for your portable PlayStation. But if you actually find it on DVD, you're pretty damn clever. You're pretty damn smart at finding it because it's very hard to find it. But overall, one of the bests. Anyway, let's move on to our next part. After this part, we'll see you next time. Well, actually, not next time. We'll be back in a minute, but we might run out of time because the next one is Jackass. See you guys then. End of part 1.